Hello, thank you for tuning in to today's video. My name is Stephanie, but on Instagram I go by Nailed by Susie. Now, this is my first time stepping into the YouTube world. I just wanted to show some of the nails that I do, and this is my first video. And if you hear any background noise, I do want to say sorry about that. It's just my AC going right now. It's currently 90 degrees here, so I have that going on. But other than that, I am taking my Red Iguana practice hand and I am removing the shine from these nail tips. And once I'm done with this step, I'm then going to add the artificial tips and I'll just be gluing those on. So now I'm going to take my KDS glue, which is one of the best glues I've tried, and I'm going to start gluing the tips down. I already have them pre-sized, so I'm not going to waste any time with that. So the tips I'm using here are from Zule's Nails. I believe that's how it's pronounced. So they're about $12, a really decent price, and they're the perfect coffin shape. So all you have to do is just file down the tip and it literally gives you the perfect coffin. So now I'm just going to take in the sides. And then I'm going to, again, file the tip just to give it that perfect snatched coffin look. And now I'm just going to take my e-file, which is from Burano. It's the portable rechargeable file. Now, I've had some problems with mine. Usually during a client, it stops and the screen says error. So I hit up the company, which, by the way, they were really nice. They told me they would go ahead and just send me a brand new one. So I do appreciate that. But that's besides the point. So now I'm going to take my e-file and I'm just going to blend in that tip into the natural nail. To my favorite part, which is the acrylic application. Now for this jade color, I am using iGel Beauty. I believe the name is Princess Jasmine. And I do go out of frame here. Again, it's my first time, so sorry about that. The next video will definitely be fixed. And I also put some nudes on here. I do a marble nail, but I'll just go ahead and let you watch. Now, during this part, I didn't know if I should speed up the video or let you guys watch it in real time. When I watch YouTube videos on people laying their acrylic, I do like to watch it in real time. But if that's something you don't like, just let me know in the comments. In the next video, I can go ahead and change that for you. So now I'm going to take my Valentino powder in Classic Nude, and I'm just going to use that for this finger. I'm also going to add a little butterfly charm at the tip. So now I'm moving on to the marble nail. It's just going to be clear with some white, and the white that I'm using, it is Donut Glaze from the Nail Cakery. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to add in that same jade color just to tie in all the colors, and then I'm going to add some gold foil as well. into the pinky finger. Now, I had no idea what I was going to do. This whole set was actually a freestyle. I just picked out the colors and went from there. Now, with the pinky, I just added the acrylic to the top, and then I blended it out to the tip. I wanted to leave like a glass tip. Now I'm taking the same butterfly charm as the middle finger, and I'm going to place that closer towards the cuticle on the pinky. And once I'm done with this step, I then add some gold foil to the bottom of the nail, separating the acrylic from the glass tip. Now this step is pretty straightforward. I'm just going to encapsulate all the nails. I do like to encapsulate the solid color nails as well. I don't like building them up with the colored acrylic, so I just encapsulate everything, and once I'm done with that, we'll come back for the filing. we're moving into filing, which is something I definitely love to do. I love getting that snatched shape, those sharp corners. So that's what we're going to do here. I also do go ahead and file the top, but I usually try to get my application to be as smooth as I can so I don't have to worry about any extra steps of filing the tops. So I'm just going to go ahead and perfect that shape. Now I do want to apologize for my hand being in the way for most of the filing. It's kind of really hard for me to hold on to the nail and file it at the same time using the red iguana hand. I don't like to glue the tips down, so I just like to hold on to them at the top, and usually if the nails give me too much of a problem trying to shape them, I just pull that bad boy out and file it and stick it back in. But for the video, I wanted to make it look as real as possible, so I left them in. But I do want to apologize for my big old hand being in the way of the camera. Now I'm going to take my e-file and I'm going to go around the cuticles to go ahead and seal them in. Usually I like to use a different bit, but just for my practice hand I just use the sanding band. It gets as close as I want to. And I really, again, don't have to worry about taking that much product off because, again, it is a fake practice hand. So I'm just going to go ahead and go around the cuticle, seal it in, and just get rid of any imperfections while I'm here. Once I'm done with the filing, I'm then going to take my smoothie buffer from Nail Couture, and I'm just going to get rid of any scratches from my file and my e-file, getting it ready to go ahead and top coat. Now I just use some alcohol spray instead of using Young Nail Swipe or just regular alcohol on the lint-free wipe. I just spray it down with the alcohol and then I take my wipe and wipe it down just to make sure I get rid of any dust before I put the top coat on as well. This is my favorite top coat. It's the shiny limited edition bottle from Nail Couture. And I'm just going to go ahead and top coat every nail. And I do like to put some top coat underneath my clear nails, so maybe the marble and the pinky, just to give it that glass effect. once we're done with the top coat, of course, we go ahead and let that cure. I'm using my Macart mini lamp. Sorry, it took me a minute to think about it. And we let that cure for 60 seconds. Now once I'm done letting it cure, I take my cuticle oil, which is from Nail Couture. It's their cotton candy scented cuticle oil. And I'm going to put that on every single finger. And then I just go ahead and blend it in. This is the finished product. Let me know what you think, if there's anything you think I should change, if there's any ideas you think I should use for the next video. Maybe I'll put this up, maybe I won't, but we'll see. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.